What is going on, you guys? It's Joey, and today we have breaking news. So we're just gonna get straight to the point. Like and subscribe, vote to 400. But what are the Steelers doing, dude? What are the Steelers doing? They just released their best offensive lineman, Pro Bowl guard David De Castro, is gone. The Steelers are are going down sad, man. Ben Roethlisberger is going to have a terrible time next year. Their biggest question mark of 2021 got even bigger as they released their six-time Pro Bowl guard, David De Castro. What are you doing, Steve? Tree is about to have a fit. Pittsburgh already been set to open the new year, which quarterback would be the starter. They bring back Ben Roethlisberger, and they they had the departures of Alejandro Villanueva, Marquise Pouncey, and Matt Filer, now all gone, and their offensive line already couldn't run block to begin with, and the pass protection wasn't all that good to begin with. And now they lose like four of their starters. Like now, a week after hosting free agent guard Trey Turner on a visit, the Steelers say goodbye to the most accomplished remaining blocker, De Castro. He's been having his ankle evaluated for an injury. And he had issues with it for quite some time, even going surgery prior to 2020. A first-round pick by the Steelers in 2012, the lineman attended but didn't participate in their mandatory mini camp earlier this month. And he was released. He was evaluating his future with others, and he was even speculating retirement. De Castro was cut in a non-football NFL designation. This saves the Steelers $8.75 million in cap space this year. I mean, that's really the only positive. But like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sign a free agent? Downgrade? There isn't really any good guards left in free agency. Like, who are you going to sign that's going to help you on the offensive line? Eric Fisher's already gone. Like, all the top offensive linemen were already signed early in this free agency. So, what are you, 8.7 million saved in cap space? But it's like, it's going to be a really ugly year for the Steelers. When healthy, he's been one of the Steelers' top linemen, one of the NFL's best interior blockers. He made his sixth straight Pro Bowl in 2020 and started 124 games for Pittsburgh over 9 seasons, with three All-Pro nods, so he's been really good. And with De Castro gone, they're only left with one returning starter up front, fourth-year man Chukwuma Okafor, who is slated to move from right tackle to left tackle to replace Villanueva. Kevin Dotson, Kendrick Green, Avante Collins, and Zach Banner are among those set to step up in the starting roles this year. So backups becoming first-year starters, we don't know what to expect of them, but it's not going to be good, I can tell you. Turner, who made it to 5 Pro Bowls with the Panthers from 2015 to 2019, one season with the Chargers, could also be served as insurance after visiting the Steelers. So the Steelers, if they were smart, they signed Trey Turner. They get any kind of offensive line they could possibly get. Now, De Castro's a free agent, and if you're an NFL team that needs an offensive lineman, I would honestly be pretty happy if the Packers got him. I think the Packers could use him to kind of offset the loss of Lindsley a little bit, get some depth in there at offensive line. I wouldn't be mad if the Cardinals got him to build a really strong interior. The right guard was a question mark for the Cardinals. We don't know who's going to slide in there. Josh Jones, is it going to be someone else? We don't really know. So De Castro would be a really good signing for the Cardinals. And he's a veteran. He wouldn't cost that much money. I just don't know what the Steelers are doing. Any offensive line needy team needs to get to Castro. And the Steelers, they really need him. They really needed him. He's gone. He's a really solid run blocker, pass protector. He's gone now. The Steelers, I don't know what you're doing. You're clearing cap space now when you needed to do it at the start of free agency. The Steelers are going to be in for a really rough year. Pass rushers are going to take over their offensive line. They're not going to be able to run the ball. They're going to be forced to throw it. They drafted Najee Harris. Who's blocking for him? De Castro's gone. Who's blocking for him? No one. And then Ben Roethlisberger is an aging, um, older quarterback. Who's going to block for him? Like, Roethlisberger is going to be getting sacked more often. Those receivers, it's really gonna, their offense is gonna struggle. And that defense lost Dupree. They lost Hilton, a good slot corner. So the Steelers are going to be in for regression. And Steelers fans, don't get mad at me when I predict your team to not really to lose a lot of games, because offensive line, everything on offense starts with the offensive line. You can't run the ball with a bad offensive line. You can't play action the ball with the bad offensive line. You can't throw the ball with offensive line because you have no time to throw, and you can't run the ball because there's no running space to be made. So I don't know what you're doing. Steelers, you're dumb. Why did you release your best remaining offensive lineman, your right guard? Makes no sense. So we'll be on the lookout to who signs David De Castro. It's really up to anyone. I mean, the Chiefs could go out and get David De Castro because, they could slide Kyle Long out to right tackle, slide De Castro into right guard, and then you have Tooney left guard. And then you have Orlando Brown at left tackle, so they could fix kind of one of their iffy guard spots to have a solid veteran. So anyone that has cap space for De Castro, get him. Get your guard. I don't know what you're doing, Steelers. Steelers they're gonna experience a lot of regression. De Castro, 6-time Pro Bowl guard, was their steadiest offensive lineman. He's their best offensive lineman, and he's gone now. They didn't even have to release him. So the Steelers are they're gonna have to get Trey Turner now. That's really their only option. So who's gonna get him? I don't know. He was a leader. He was a great player, and he's gone now. So the Bengals should sign him. The Bengals need him. They're really offensive needed. The Bengals, Dolphins, any other offense, the Texans even. I mean, the Texans they're not even in any position to win right now, and they would kind of waste his career. But they're an offensive line needy team. But I say Bengals, Dolphins, definitely top guys. I would be happy if he came to the Packers or Cardinals. So any team with the cap space needs to come and get him, because he's going to make a difference in both the run and the pass games. So, he's right guard. You want to solidify your interior, go ahead. But the Steelers got really good skill position players. They got Najee Harris. They bring back Juju. They got Claypool. They got Pat Freiermuth, Ebron. They got T.J. Watt. They got talent. They're just not good on the offensive line. And that's what's going to hold them back. They're not good at quarterback. They're not good at head coach. And those are three of the most important parts, because you need an offensive line to run the ball, play action, pass, and then you need the head coach to run your team. And Mike Tomlin's a leader. He just can't scheme, and he gets out-coached. So there's the Pittsburgh Steelers for you, a team that was once defined by toughness and once defined by their offensive line and strength up front, is now letting their best go. So that is basically where we're at right now. So if you're an offensive line needy team, maybe even the Jets could make a push for him. Pair him up with that offensive line, maybe move some guys around. Maybe that's a team that needs him. Any team maybe. Colts don't really need him. They got a lot of cap space. We'll see. we'll see. But thank you all so much for watching. If he signs with the team, we'll let you know. What are the Steelers doing? I don't know. They're in for a big regression year. I'm just saying, don't expect the Steelers to make the playoffs. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Vikings could use him too. I'm just thinking of teams off the top of my head. Um, so yeah, we'll see where he goes. So thank you all so much. See you in the next one. Peace.